Okay, so this is part 2 of cause and effects, generational curses, unresolved trauma. Just in case I can't fit all that in the title. So the last one I left off saying how my brother was murdered and left behind 3 sons with 3 different mothers. I only am close to 1 son, and that 1 son is also having his issues and things. And I talk about generational curses because it's all cause and effect. I mean, me trying to heal, this came up because it's like, for the longest, my brother and I, we always thought we could fix the reason why the divorce happened. We thought that it was us. We thought that we wasn't good enough. It was something that we could have done differently, something we could have done better, tried to make them happier, tried to stop the arguing, whatever. But what I learned through cause and effect is that we were defeated before we even started. I mean, that's what I learned a few days ago. That's why I'm still trying to process and release this, because I knew when I was a kid that my granny didn't like my mom. I knew she didn't like us. She would bring us over there to the house. Everybody opening up their Christmas gifts. Everybody got some nice big toy. Me and my brother, we have like a pair of socks. We were very grateful. We didn't know the difference. But looking back, we see everybody with like big old doll house or big old cars, and we just sit in the corner with like a little sock. Nothing to play with. So she would make us open all our gifts together. We noticed stuff like that. She never really asked us to spend a night. She never really spent time with us. Like, she always mean mugged my mom. My mom would wear a jacket when she went over there, had her coat on, ready to leave. So we children can observe those things. So that's what this video is going to be about. We get the call. We see the cause now. The cause is evil, hatred, just bad negative energy. But see how it can come on to ruin and affect other people's lives. And I had to bring that up because taking the black man out the home and destroying the family destroyed my life, my brother's life, and even his children's lives. You see what I'm saying? That's how generational curses are formed. But it all rooted with somebody else's bullshit, somebody else's trauma, somebody else's hatred. Because the thing that hurts me the most is that this person was so selfish that instead of looking herself in the mirror and saying, you know what, I need to, whatever anger I got towards my husband, that's between us. I need to figure this out. I need to move on. But the selfishness was, no, I'm gonna bully somebody else. I'm gonna pick on somebody smaller than me, my little son, and treat him like shit, and then ruin his life. And then once his life is ruined, I'm still not gonna stop, because I'm going to ruin his children's life. And then once their children's life is ruined, her hopes is that we ruin our children's life. So that's why I take the time to process and heal. That's why I made the choice to say, I'm going to heal my trauma. I'm going to work out my shit. The realest thing I heard somebody say on this damn YouTube, I don't know. I watched some of them, so I can't quite remember. I keep getting this face in my head. I think it was Brother Kalai. He said something like, even though it wasn't our fault, the trauma wasn't our fault, we need to work out our shit. And that's the realest thing, because I know at first it was like I just kept being like, I was so stuck on the whole, it's my fault. I mean, why this shit happened? Why this happened? Why this happened? And my husband has been telling me for years, like, look, it wasn't your fault. The main thing he tells me was that the trauma and shit that happened wasn't my fault. And I've been accepted that. I've been knew that it wasn't my fault. How can it be a little girl's fault, the shit and things I went through, which you'll see in other testimonies? Hell no, that wasn't my fault. But hearing that it wasn't your fault, it wasn't your shit, but it's me choosing to take my responsibility of saying, you know what, I'm going to work this shit out. And it never became more clear to me than these downloads and these revelations that I'm going to work on my shit, if nothing else, for my own children. Now, if I didn't have any children, I can't say that I would be right here right now. And that's just being real. But the fact that I can see now the cause and effect of unresolved trauma, I can see what unresolved trauma does and how it trickles down to the next generation. I have to do it. I have to do the work. I have no choice. I didn't create this problem, but I'm going to fucking fix it. But it's messed up, right? And the messed up part that hurts me the most about this shit is that I don't have a mother anymore or a father. They're not dead physically, but our relationship spiritually is dead. It's dead. We don't have one. All I had left was my brother, and my brother is murdered. I have him in the spiritual plane. I have him spiritually. We connect spiritually. But I don't have him here physically. Okay? And that's what you call your cause and effect. The hatred so bad from this granny, from this Inez. It's one thing to divorce. Don't get me wrong. If there's a reason, but if you have everything going good for yourself, your kids are doing good, you're doing good, why the fuck would you ruin that? But see, having somebody so wicked at the top that she took pride in destroying our family. And I don't fuck with my dad today because like I was telling my husband, and like I be trying to tell people, that's why I'm glad I made this video, so I don't gotta say it again. It's not about the mistakes we make, because we all make mistakes. Like even in our youth and shit, even if it was just in your youth, somebody might have cheated before, or you might have looked at someone. I don't believe in that bullshit saying once a cheater, always cheater. That's bullshit. I believe that there's different cycles in life, different stages in life. And if you did something when you were a child, it don't mean, or a teenager or a 20-year-old, don't mean you're going to do it when you're 30 or 40. I don't believe in that. But what I'm saying is the fact that she saw this as an opportunity to say, I can ruin this person's life. I remember what I was saying now. Thank you, Spirit. I don't fuck with my dad or my mom because the same cause and effect that I was telling y'all, my mother did the same thing. After her heart being broke, after her being humiliated, it turned into hatred. It turned into, it wasn't just hatred. It turned into numbness. I'm getting the word numbness. I'm getting the word numbness. I'm getting absence. I'm getting switched. I'm seeing a light switch turned off. So she basically shut down. That's what I'm getting right now. She shut down, but that left my brother and I not getting that love, not getting that attention. Left me as a female from a woman not being taught correctly, not being taught properly. And it was just like, do whatever y'all want to do. Her mind went, I gotta chase these men, chase these relationships. I gotta be happy. I gotta prove that I can be in a marriage. And for your daughter, it was just like, basically not teaching me and not guiding me. Basically just be a whore. Just do whatever. Because while I was talking to my husband, the realization came that being a good woman, coming home every day, cooking every day, cleaning every day, that ain't work. That ain't work because I did that for over 16 years. And look what it got me. So when it came to me, I didn't notice back then. I didn't notice at all. This is, like I said, this is revelations, just new coming to the surface that my husband and I talk about. Well, let my daughter just be a hoe or do whatever, because then she'll find love. Because obviously that way didn't work, so we're going to try a different way. And I was raised like that. You make your own rules. You do what you want to do. I'm not going to guide you. I'm not going to teach you. And my lifestyle fell into, hang with pimps, hang with drug dealers, prostitution, things like that, because of the cause and effect. I just want y'all to see the cause and effect. So for all y'all out here who are being stubborn, grow the fuck up. If you got a heartbreak you got to work on it. Domestic violence survivor, been there. Drug addict, been there. Addicted to alcohol, been there. Homeless, been there. Okay? Lesbian, bisexual, been there. Self-hate, been there. Whatever you want to think, whatever you could think about, drug dealer, prostitution, been there. Okay, promiscuous, been there, all that, yep. And all that stuff I have to work on and heal from. You know why? Because I can see that. I see that in myself sometimes. I see the shutting down. No, I don't, tear my kids down or nothing. I motivate them. I encourage them. I guide them. I teach them. But I do get that shutting down. I do get that feeling. I do feel that pain and that unresolved trauma that I'm trying to heal. And sometimes I just want to shut down. I just want to get in that space of just nothingness and numbness. But then it's like, nope, I got to feel. You know why people shut down? Because feeling, that's the real work. That's the real pain. People talk about, shadow work and things. I didn't study it much. I've only read seen maybe a video or two, but I didn't know I had even been doing that all these years. That I had been working on that pain, that inner child, or all those situations that happened in my life. I didn't know that that's what was occurring. I just know that I was going through a lot of shit, a lot of pain, a lot of things that hurt, a lot of things that come to surface. So the generational curses are caused because people act tough that just say, oh, fuck the past, I'm straight. But really, that's the coward. Because the tough person is the one crying to get that shit out. Is the one, you literally sometimes feel like you're suffering to heal this trauma. You know why it feels like suffering? Because if we would have dealt with this shit, if we were taught to deal with it the right way, we would have dealt with it back then. Oh man, I cut my finger. Let me cry. This hurts. Oh man, my I don't know, this guy took my virginity and just broke my heart. If I would have dealt with that back then and cried or felt how I was supposed to feel, that would have been over. Okay, you cried, you deal with it, you moved on. Boom, door closed. I would have learned from it. But instead of being like, fuck him, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with me. Shoot, I can get any guy I want. And then going down that path of being like, I'm going to mess with all these people. Now I got to deal with the trauma of what I felt doing that versus just being like, yep, I did get my feelings hurt. Yep. Crying and letting the shit out, letting it go. Instead, you put on these personas of, fuck that, can't nobody hurt my feelings, whatever. But then you're adding more pain. So then once that situation's over, and then the next situation, I don't know, I get raped or something like that. Then it's just like, whatever, I survived, I'm straight. Now I got the pain of the rape. I got the pain of the heartbreak. I got the pain of the divorce. Then, got the pain of my friend getting kidnapped. Then got the pain of my friends getting murdered. My uncle getting murdered. So instead of me taking the break and saying, damn, my uncle got murdered. I should be crying. I should be getting this out. Oh, fuck that. People keep dying around me. I don't give a fuck. You know, so all of that is adding on. And it's just adding and adding and adding and adding and adding. And then one day you just break down. Or you become numb, like I said, completely numb. And you shut everybody out, shut everything down. But who is that affecting? Especially if you're in a relationship, you're in a marriage, or you have children. Now you're teaching your children to be numb. And there goes the next generation. So I'm just trying to show y'all cause and effect. I just want y'all to understand why it is important to deal with your shit. And I'm not saying you got to go get this $100 an hour counselor, because that's how much they usually charge, between $100 and $200 an hour. I get that. But for me, that don't necessarily work for me. I tried those counseling. Some of them can work. Cognitive behavioral therapy definitely works. And you know why? Because cognitive behavioral therapy, and I have never done trauma therapy that I have suggested it, but cognitive behavioral therapy makes you deal with your shit. When I had that after that abusive relationship, my counselor would make me do homework. He would make me watch movies with domestic violence in them, but with them taking their power back and standing up for themselves. Or he would make me look at that person's picture and be like, you ain't got no power over me. I'm not scared of you. You can't do shit to me. That's what my counselor, that's doing the work. So I don't always suggest counseling, because you got these counselors that I see on TV that's just like lay on my couch and just talking shit. No. Cognitive behavior therapy, I think it's CBT. That's going to make you do the work. If you told that counselor you scared of spiders, he's going to get to the underlying reason why you scared of spiders, why you have anxiety attacks, or why you scared of snakes, or why if you're a lesbian and you got raped or you got molested when you were a child and you just scared of all men. You don't want no man in your car. You don't want to see no man down the street. You even scared of your daddy because he's a guy. He going to get to the root of that. He or she. Why are you scared of men? And then they're going to take you all the way back to the beginning to see where a man would have might have done an offense that scared you. Even if you can't remember. Some of them even have hypnosis in certain therapies where they can hypnotize you, because people don't understand with trauma, you block shit out, like not even on purpose. They say it's a coping mechanism that the brain does. That's why another thing that I deal with is dissociate. Like I dissociate. And I didn't do it on purpose. It's because when I first got really bad trauma when I was 6-7 years old, 6 to 8, getting like raped and stuff, my brain, they say your brain dissociates. It saves you. It calls itself trying to protect you. So it's like, okay, if this person deals with this, it's gonna kill them. This could kill them. They could die. So the brain dissociates and says, I'm gonna move her over here, or him. I'm gonna move him or her mind to a different place so that they can endure this and not die. Like even little boys and little girls who's being raped, and like a little boy who's 6 years old getting raped by men and stuff. The brain's gonna come in and say, this is too much pain, physically and mentally and emotionally. So I can't allow this 6-year-old to sit here while these men are penetrating him. So let me take his mind somewhere else. And really, it's not just his mind, it's his spirit. He's traveling. A lot of times when you're going through pain like that, your spirit will leave your body. So you'll physically look like you're there. He may even been screaming and crying while they're raping him, but his spirit traveled somewhere else. Like, this is too much. I'm finna go back to Chuck E. Cheese like I was last week, and I'm finna sit at the birthday party. I was doing that since I was a child. I would take myself, when I was getting raped by this person, I can only tell you how the beginning, when it first started, like every time he would initial start, I remember that initial pain, and then it's like, soon as I would feel that initial pain, it was like I was gone. Like to this day, I can see being in those places, in those dark closets and rooms and shit. But as soon as I felt that first, like really bad, that sharp, horrible pain, it's like my brain would I would be out. I left my body every time. I just remember the beginning and everything else was like black because I would just leave. So I'm just explaining how trauma, dissociation, generational curses, all that stuff is serious. And I even brought this up to say why that type of therapy, cognitive behavior therapy, or some people do hypnosis, why that's important. Because if you are somebody who's traveled due to trauma since they've been little or something like that, your brain don't forget. So it's all still in there. It's just like in different compartments to protect you. But as you go through those trauma, those therapies, those things will get released. And when I say you don't have to go to a counselor, all you need is that good, trusted, loving person who will listen and who will bounce off ideas with you, because the creator is still in the midst of this. You know, your spirit team, which some people will call angels, they're still in the midst of this. So they can unlock things in you and even that person you're talking to help you heal. So for me, I work with my husband. I also have a group therapy. Group therapy works because in group therapy, it's people just like me that have the same traumas or similar traumas or big altering, life-changing things that has changed them. They're trying to take them and become themselves again, put those pieces back together. But my main therapy is with my husband, like every single day. Like when things come to me, we talk about it. You know, my husband is very spiritual. He's very tapped in spiritually. And we both are, you know, we can hear and talk and speak with spirit. So it's like he will use that gift plus his own, you know, intuition and his own, the things that he learned and things that he can see. And then those things will help me heal or get through whatever situations that I'm in. So that's all I'm trying to say. Have that person, get that person. But that person has to be genuine, and you have to know, let spirit guide you, let creator guide you, because having the right person is going to aid in you, help you healing. So another thing, what I'm saying with cause and effect that I learned throughout this experience was that I know Christianity just say, oh, just forgive. That's bullshit. Nobody's going to do all these fucked up things to you and you're just going to say, hey, I forgive. I learned that so much on this journey with the creator, that even spirit, after they die, after they murder, after they transition, they still got to do the work. They still got to process and heal. So for all of you that's watching this video like, fuck her, I'm not forgiving nobody, or I'm not moving past, that's fine with me, because when you die, you're still going to be working this shit out. Mark my words. If you're watching this video and you die, I promise you're going to remember me. I don't care if you die 70 years from now. You're going to be like, dang, that Toya girl did tell me that if I don't work out my trauma here, I'm going to be working it out in another plane. But I still got to work it out. Whether I do it here or in afterlife or another life, I still got to work it out. I still got to work it out. It's not going to go anywhere. And that's what Christianity lied to you when they said the dead knows nothing. That's a damn lie. They know everything. I'm not talking about know everything like that they're the creator or nothing. I'm saying that they can feel everything. They can feel their traumas. They can feel their pains. They can feel their regrets. They can feel all that stuff. It's still there. So Christianity teaches you that when you die, your mind is going to be erased. Your emotions going to be erased. Not true. That I don't know, some people say spirit and soul are different, whatever, but whatever that is that's put into our vessel to make us live and have this experience, that thing never dies. So that thing is going to still feel and remember all that stuff. Soul, spirit, whatever y'all want to call it, it's going to still be there. So what I'm trying to say, I made this to say cause and effect. Everything that you do it's going to have an effect. So if you are somebody like me who deal with a whole bunch of trauma, who dealt with a whole bunch of bullshit, who been through a whole bunch of stuff, who's been through hell and back, still going, still kicking, still fighting, still trying. Everybody don't have children, so I can't say it for nobody else. Do it for your children. Really, you should do it for yourself, because it's like you're killing yourself. You're killing yourself slowly, but sometimes it can be quick. Sometimes people have heart attacks and things like that, lose their mind, but you're killing yourself. Ultimately, you're hurting yourself. But if there's no one else you love, if you do have children, do it for your children. Because of my testimony, I'm somebody who struggled with giving a damn about myself, because everything that has happened to me, it's like, hell, nobody else give a damn. Life just keeps kicking my ass because of evil people, you know, choosing to do evil things to try to destroy families, and I just end up in the mix. But I love my children, you know, more than I love myself or anybody. So for me, it's just like, I can heal, I can do the work, I can go further, because I want the best for them, you know. So that's the motivation that I'm going to use, and I can be more forgiving now. I don't forgive in no Christian way. Hell no. The way that I forgive is I mean, Inez, whoever this granny was, you know what I'm saying? She's dead, but she's a fucked up person. You know, I know some people be like, oh yeah, you should be careful what you say about the dead. Why? The dead can hear you. And she knows this. She knows she's a fucked up person. She knows that she's fucked up. She knows that that's some evil shit she did, and she regrets what she did. But it's too fucking late. Cause and effect. The shit's already happened. So do I forgive? Like, oh, we're going to hold hands and we're going to be in peace? No, we're not. Now, right. Well, I already said we communicate with spirit. We hear spirit. They talk. We hear. We can do all that. But what I'm saying is, my forgiveness is me learning the cause and effect. I understand I see the error within you. I see the flaw within you, that you are too weak as hell to deal with your own shit, that you passed it down to fuck up other people's lives. And that's just the truth. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, because she's old and she died, I should feel some type of way. Fuck that. She didn't feel no type of way when she was like, I'm going to destroy your family and make you guys statistics and y'all life be fucked up, all the way to the point of until my brother got killed, got shot 18 times. I mean, yeah, you can feel bad now. Oh, now that he's murdered, now that your son's life is fucked up, now that they did all they could to fuck up my life. Like, yeah, I have a husband now. I'm very grateful. I'm happy with my husband, happy with my children, and I have a man who loves me and treats me right, but that doesn't cancel out all the shit that I've been through. I still got to heal through that. That's nothing y'all need to realize. A lot of y'all think, oh, I got this fairy tale man, I got this fairy tale woman, I got these pretty kids, but that trauma and shit ain't went nowhere. So you can have this, I have this awesome husband and this awesome life, but I still got the side effects of all that bullshit that I've been through. I still got to work through that shit. It's so much stuff. But I work through it because I want better for our children. Yeah, I'm going to get us, same situation. We're going to get out the hood. We're going to have a better life. We're going to live somewhere better for our children. I mean, the same thing. It's like I have the choice. We have the choice, because it was the same exact thing trying to play out. My husband's mom being evil and being a hating ass woman, and wanting to mess up our marriage, wanting to destroy our household, wanting to try to run our household, the same shit that my granny did. But the difference is the curse was broken because my husband stood up and said, fuck that. You are not going to ruin my household. You can get your ass on. Same thing for some of the fake ass friends he had. Oh, come hang out with me, or let's do the guy thing, basically insinuating, let's go fuck bitches and you cheat on your girl. Hell no. He made that decision to say, fuck that, I'm not doing that, you go your way. His mama tried to fuck up the house home. Fuck that, I'm not doing that, you go your way. And it's like, I didn't even see it back then, that was the exact same darkness that destroyed my parents' marriage in their household. And that right there was how you break a generational curse. My husband himself being like, fuck that, I'm not on that. I got the love of my life. Like, if y'all still out here looking, that's on y'all, but I'm not messing up what I got at home. Fuck that. Bye. Mama, daddy, whoever got to go could go. Same thing for me. You know, letting people go. And I was saying that the cause and effect, I don't have a relationship with my parents because I can see what they did. I understand now. That's forgiveness for me. Forgiveness for me is understanding. I understand when my granny was angry. I understand when my mother and father was angry, but I can't fuck with y'all. Period. That's what forgiveness means to me. I have the ability, one of my gifts is being in people's shoes. So I can see that. I can feel that. But I can't fuck with them because even as an adult, me telling y'all what y'all need to do. Like, look, let's go to some counseling. Y'all work on y'all shit. We can fix this. No, we can't put the family back together. Yes, Bear, my brother is dead. He gone. We can't fix that. My granny gone. So my daddy and my mom, his mother, they can't fix that right now. But the fact of being like, all you got to do is this. You still with this evil ass woman that broke up the marriage and she's dragging you through hell. You're feeling all the fucking effects now of what happened, okay? Leave that bitch. Leave her by herself. She ain't making you happy. She darkness. Bye. And you go take your life back, Dad. You know, you have a relationship with your daughter because this woman don't like your daughter. She the homewrecker but don't like me. Leave that hoe where she at and go take care of your own life. Same thing with my mom. You in this darkness and this confusion. You with this woman who don't like your kids. Fuck that woman. Leave her alone. Go live your life. I can't make y'all get back together. Hell no. But can y'all both stand up for yourselves and say, fuck these people. I deserve to take my life back and do what I need to do for myself? You damn right. You with people that don't even like your child. And since they couldn't do that small ass sacrifice of letting that person go that's destroying their life or stop destroying, self-destructing their own damn lives, fuck them then. That's what this video for. Fuck these people. Y'all thought I was gonna come on here and say I forgive them because they got hurt and shit. I got hurt and shit too. But would y'all forgive me if I just give up on my fucking kids? If I say, oh, go be a hoe to my daughters and tell my sons, go be players and go fuck all, get all the bitches. Y'all gonna forgive me? Or if my kid's making a video like this 20 years later, 10 years later or 15 years later, and they're like, oh, well, you know, my mom, she was just like, you know, do whatever y'all want to do. Go get the girl, go get the bitches, go get it. Y'all wouldn't fucking forgive me. Y'all be talking shit. I'll be all down the timeline. Oh, she a bad mom. Oh, she let them do this. She let them do that. But even with that, I'm not that type of person. So I want to tell y'all who do have good parents, who did fuck up, who did come up like being on drugs or whatever they was doing. If they took the opportunity to go to rehab, if your mother stopped being a stripper, if your mother stopped being a prostitute, your daddy stopped being a drug dealer, your daddy stopped being in gangs and being in and out of jail. If he looked at you and said, I love my child enough, I want to make it different, I want their life to be better, you better fucking forgive him or her. That forgiveness. I'm talking about the forgiveness that y'all learn in Christianity. That one, y'all do that for them. Because y'all don't know what they had to go through. The ones who actually did have badass lives and became a product of all I know to do is sell my ass or sell drugs. But they put y'all in good schools. They made sure y'all did the best. They kept y'all off the streets. Y'all better get the fuck over it. Stop pretending that y'all got a testimony or a bad life if y'all had some good ass parents who got out the mud for y'all. That's difference. Forgive them because ask them their testimonies of what they've been through or what made them do those things or how they got to where they are. And then you'll have a more respect of forgiving them. I can't fuck with my parents because they don't love me enough to say, yes, I fucked up. Yes, I did wrong. Yes, I wasn't there for you and your brother. Yes, it's part of my fault that your brother got murdered. Yes, it was my negligence. Yes, it was my not being there. They can't do that. Because they weak as hell and they don't want to see themselves in the mirror. So if you got parents that say, yes, Johnny, I messed up your life. I shouldn't have been smoking that crack, Johnny. But you know what? I fucked up for 20 years. Now we got 30 more. Let's do it. Them the ones you forgive. Them the ones you say, let's work on this. Let's go to counseling together. Let's heal ourselves. That's the ones. So don't judge your parents for their mistakes. I'm not doing it. I'm not judging for their mistakes. It's the fact that now that we grown, you can't even fucking tell me sorry. You can't even apologize for putting my ass on the street because of your boyfriend or girlfriend wanted the bullshit. My dad can't apologize to me for his punk ass wife talking shit to me. Like she ain't the one destroyed my fucking family. You can't tell that bitch, shut up and go on. I love my children because my brother was going through the same shit when he was alive. They can't do that for us. They want us to just push it on the rug and give respect to they new people that they with, even though they never respect us. Fuck that. Y'all go respect and be with them yourselves. You got what you wanted, Granny. You fucked up the family. Now, I don't have a relationship with my mother or my father. Fuck it. It is what it is. And that's what I want y'all to know. Fuck them. If y'all got somebody in y'all life who's steady re-traumatizing y'all, who's steady putting the blame on y'all, the same thing my granny did to my daddy, he did the same shit to me and my brother. Put all the blame on us, talk shit to us all the time, bring us down all the time. I'm grown as hell, my daddy coming in here talking shit about my place, trying to talk down on me still. This only a few months ago. I'm in my 30s now. He's still doing the same bullshit. I don't have to accept it, and you don't either. I don't care if it's your mother, your sister, your father, your brother. If somebody is not willing to change, willing to work, and have that positivity and have that light with you, fuck them. That's the message. That was a simple message. Let them go. Let them alone. I did give y'all cause and effect, though, because that's because I don't want y'all to do this to y'all children. I want y'all to heal yourself and help yourself. But if y'all got somebody along the way that's not like, I'm finna stop hurting you, I'm finna do better, fuck them. Cut them off. Let them go. I don't care if it's your granny. You just heard me talk about my granny. Granny gotta go if granny evil as hell. Cause and effect. Watch what y'all do. A lot of y'all watch my videos are 20 and 30. Your children are watching you. You don't want your children to be sitting on here. Look at my testimonies. You don't want them to be making testimonies on y'all ass in 10 years and saying that y'all was no shit. I told my parents, both of y'all not shit. Y'all wasn't shit. Okay? Because y'all was babies and felt like my fucking feelings are hurt, so I'm just gonna quit being a parent. You can't fucking quit being a parent. You got to give it all you got. You got to give it till you got the last breath in your body. And if you're not capable, give custody to somebody who is. And that's my message. Don't be a statistic. Break the generational curse. And be better than what your parents were if you had no shit parents. Oh, and before I go, for all y'all who ain't got no testimonies, who got good ass parents and just want to be bad, y'all fucking out of y'all mind. If y'all got good parents that provide for y'all and give y'all everything y'all need, y'all better appreciate them. Don't try to go, I'm finna go sell drugs. I'm finna go sell my ass. For what? You got everything that you need at home. And then you wonder why they judge people who did have to sell their ass and sell drugs because they ain't have no choice. If y'all got parents right now that say y'all can stay at home with them, stay y'all ass at home. Don't waste y'all money. Save y'all money and save for a house or some shit. Save y'all money and get a down payment on the house. Don't leave and feel like I gotta leave because I'm older. Everybody gonna make fun of me. Fuck them people. If you got a good family, enjoy it, embrace it, because not all of us had that. Not all of us had nobody to guide us and show us the way. Why don't you be more grateful? Stop trying to be a thug. Stop watching TV and shit, want to be somebody you're not. Before the tables turn around and creator put you out there and you got to get it how you live. Now you got to be a hoe. Now you got to sell your ass. Now you got to sell drugs. Be careful what you ask for because he would gladly put you on their shoes and give them your spot. So be grateful. And don't try to be nobody that you're not. I'm out.